Hello and welcome back everybody to the slowly urbanizing state of Japan. Look, we have railways now. There are little railways connecting our two cities here. Now I can't remember for the life of me what I was actually doing because it's been 4 days since I last recorded. Patch 1.0.6 has now come out, which is a stability patch. So I need to... Wait, timeline in my head. If you've seen my poll and you've watched the beginning of this, you should know that I had some troubles with my Great Britain playthrough and had to stop doing that. It's still coming out. There's still at least like a week of it to come out, I think. But I need to go back and have a look and see if I can actually progress that game as well. Now they've released another stability patch. Don't have my hopes up, but we will see. Cool, so what do we actually need to do? Let's not run it at ×4, considering I don't know what I'm doing. Pardon me. We now have nothing under construction. One thing we could do that might help us is get this one going. Because this is... We only have 3 years to do these. So, building and motor industries will complete if any Japanese building is motor industries, the workforce occupancy is greater than 75%, cash reserves is greater than 25%, weekly profit greater than 0, building level greater than or equal to 3. Do we currently have a motor industry? We must do, because I'm building trains. We do, but it's only level 1. So, what we might want to do here is up this to level 3. What's that going to do to... It doesn't actually take a lot of stuff. The tools and the coal don't really matter too much here. The iron is the main thing it's taking in. How are we doing with our iron supply? We actually have 60 iron to go. So I keep saying iron, steel. So I'm going to actually up that twice. And that will complete that for us, I think. That'll give us more engines as well. And that will then make it easier for us to complete branching out, which means we need more railways. So let's continue the game. I'm not going to use our maximum building capacity because we need to get our deficit down. We have some unproductive trade routes, so we'll cancel them. Still need to fix our taxation. And we need to fix our market access up here. I'm guessing the issue... Infrastructure is actually fine. Has that gone away? Has actually just gone away. Cool. That was to do with employment rather than insufficient infrastructure, I believe. Or it was insufficient employment was causing the insufficient infrastructure. Healthy economy, we're working on that. We can declare some interests. That when you click on that, it doesn't take you to what you actually need to do it with. I'm interested in northern China here. Eventually, all of that will be part of it. Central banking, cool. Loan interest rate down. That'll save us some money, and minting up. So those two things should help us a little bit. Now, what do we need? Going to help at all? That's just, Ooh, that's just making more liquor. I decided we didn't need liquor, right? Baking powder could be good. Being able to get more grocery. Military... I don't believe anything here is going to help us particularly. No, we'll let that keep ticking along on its own until we actually have a thriving economy. Maximum cash reserves. I don't think that's going to help us. We're very unlikely to max out our cash reserves anytime soon. Infrastructure from population could be good. Maximum infrastructure from population. Construction sector max level doesn't matter. Nationalism is just going to give us authority realistically. Social security. Health Institute. Education. Having more education is definitely something we need to work towards. I don't have the bureaucracy for that right now. That's something we should work on. What I'm currently trying to pass. We're trying to abolish serfdom. That'll help us a lot if we can do that. That'll also reduce the shogunate's power. I think having more education can only be good for us, so I'm going to do that one. You've gone to low market access again. I'm guessing it's going to go away again because you have enough infrastructure. Yeah, there's just not enough pops for qualifications. I think it's ticking up though. Seems to show when it ticks up. I'm going to wait till the end of the week and see if this changes. I'm not seeing any change, which is kind of annoying. We do have some migration to here, right? Yeah, there is migration too there, so it should be fixing itself slowly. Let's have it on speed 3. I think that's fine now. We have some men in reserve. Hopefully, we have a 15% chance of abolishing serfdom at the next tick. That'd be really good if we can do that. The peasants want protectionism. We could maybe look at doing that. That'd be fine. There's low support for it realistically, though. The Shogun's taken a personal interest in the ongoing debate concerning serfdom abolished, and has resolved to use his royal prerogative to ensure the law passes, even though it's going to weaken him a lot. No, yeah, the Shoguns will be done. We should totally do what the Shogun wants, guys. We're going to ignore the fact that this is completely against him maintaining power, but hey. We'll have him out of government soon. Why is small arms and artillery changing in price? Maybe because of trade routes? We lost avant-garde, which was cheaper tech. We actually have an input goods shortage of engines. So we preempted this one by starting to build a couple of motor industries. We still have... We're not actually using the investment pool for this. Oh yeah, am I on... I think my law is that I can only use it for, like, farms, right? Economic policy. No, we're still on traditionalism, so our investment pool is useless right now. Ideally, I think we move to this one, because that allows me to use it on more things. I mean... Excuse me. Agrarianism is better than traditionalism, if we can pass it. I think I'd rather have interventionalism. Laissez-faire it will be better for us later, but I don't think that's the best thing for us right now. We don't have that many capitalists, nor do we have the ability to make that many more. The army would really like us to preserve serfdom. We're going to get quite a few more radicals, I think, if we abolish serfdom. But hey, the army can go tittle because we need to upgrade into the modern world. I have some extra authority. We should spend that on taxing people. Ah, I can tax luxury furniture. It makes us a small amount. Sure, why not? It'd be really good if I could fix... How much are we paying in interest? We're paying 24,000 in interest. Military wages are less important, but we can put the taxes back down once we've paid that off, and they'll be making a profit while continuing to grow at our current rate. Though our current rate is slower than it used to be, but then that fast growth is also what got us horribly into debt, and now we're having to fix it. Hopefully these engines and the trains that will come from them will be something that can help us chug along into the future. I know that was bad. Yeah, population... Oh no, that's, GDP is up. Illiteracy's up. I wish I had a graph of the literacy. Standard of living hasn't really changed. Population's gone up a little bit. That's probably because of the colonialism. The radical and loyalist charts only show you the previous year, so I can't really comment on them. They tend to jump by quite a lot at a time. Okay, cool. We now have our additional engines. This should fix the input goods shortage. I'm not going to start building something else immediately because I want to see how that affects the market. There we go. I take it this is mostly railways, yes. I don't know how many engines the new buildings are going to produce, but we cannot build. We don't have to be building constantly. We're not trying to necessarily min-max the game. What we do need, though, is to fix our debt, so not paying for buildings for a little bit can help with that. While I wait to see how this changes. Chikudo, you're the one building me my engines, which I've immediately scrolled past because it's this. Yeah, they're still hiring. Weekly balance is now negative, so we probably do need to get some more railways out in order to make sure they continue to make a profit. Wait for the week to tick by again, just so I can see how the weekly balance changes. I think I got better. They are employing. We are producing more engines now. Yes, so we need to actually increase the losing power rank. Don't really care. So I think this should complete now. Workforce occupancy, cash reserves, profit greater than 0. That needs to fix itself. But the building is level 3, so that can now finish. Next, we need to make sure that we have enough of our buildings using rail transportation. So that is, for example, it's pretty easier to show it on rural, right? So like here, we have rail transportation for the coal mines, but not the iron mines. We can't do this right now because it's going to spike the price of transportation. But if we lower the price of transportation by building more railways, then we can hopefully do that. Railways are unprofitable everywhere. Excellent. Is there anywhere we don't have one? We don't have one in Kanto, so we'll stick one there. Why does this say they are profitable? I don't know. Let's look at our market for transportation as it stands right now. We are producing 400 transportation, we need 500. I think basically as much, if we can just produce more is better in this case. How much does each railway produce? Does it tell me? 50, I believe, is the case. So we need 2 immediately. I think I just started building 1, right? Yes. Another one just anywhere, I think, is good. So let's put another one here. Can I get away with building 3 things at a time? I can. Can I get away with 4, 5, 6? Why is this not changing anymore? Oh, because I've maxed out how many things I can build at a time. Okay, how much in the way of engines do each one of these use? Uses 10 engines. The coal is less of an issue. And right now, we certainly do not have 10 engines available. But as the price for them goes back up due to demand, where is our engines? It's at the top. I need to remember that. Yeah, this can definitely produce more engines. This can produce up to 120, but it's not doing right now. It should, as the demand goes up though, we should, fingers crossed, as demand goes up, they should produce more. If not, we'll just continue building up our engine stuffs and things. What's expensive? Let's go back to looking at that. Fruit is expensive. Dye is expensive. Lead is expensive. What's lead used in? Glassworks. What? Glass itself isn't very expensive right now, though, so because that's more important. because that's used in our urban centers, so something we have to pay for. Fabric is a little expensive. We could knock the price of that down. That'd be good for us. Coal as well. I think I need to make sure I bring the price of coal down a bit more. We make profit from coal mines, so I have no issues building up some more of them. I think just a lot of coal mines is a good idea. Oh, we're losing money again right now. Only a little bit. I really wish I could just pause some of the construction sector. Like, why can't I just pause this one? I could swap you down to wood. And then we make money. So we're slowed down our construction somewhat, but we're still in the green, which is the most important thing. We have to maintain that green weekly balance at the moment, I think. Oh. Serfdom abolished went down in its ability to pass, which is annoying. We'll just... Oh, what happened there? Why'd standard of living drop? Why don't I get a pop-up when standard of living, like, changes significantly? Oh, price of grain is up. That won't help at all. Why is the price of grain up? What am I doing to affect grain? Just livestock ranches and pop consumption. The livestock ranches will offset themselves, though, because they'll produce meat, which people will eat. Most of our grain comes from subsistence farms. I probably overdid it with the building the coal mines a bit. I'm going to... I do still want some more, but I'll just do 2. Definitely want the railways, though, because I want to finish these journal entries. Ah, we did one of them. There we go. Ooh. UQ Islands earthquake. Gain devastation. No, I can't afford the expenses right now. They'll have to take the devastation. The manufacture of steam engines has become a profitable industry in Shikoku thanks to our sound investment in locomotive technology. These engines are already being employed across new Japanese railway lines. All aboard. So, more railway throughput. More engines throughput. Or technological progress. That's a hard choice. I don't know what's going to make me the most money right now. In the long run, surely just free tech is better. Minimize you. So that's going to give me steel, or give me progress towards steel railway cars. Thing is, where is that? There should be a search on this page. If I hit F, it should let me search. Oh, it's here. There we go. That will then use some steel, but produce more transportation. I mean, steel's not really an issue for us, is it? How much it costs? 18k innovation. 5 years research. We can get 3k. So we'd be knocking, say, a year-ish, roughly, off of it. Not quite a year. I think we'd be better off taking the throughput. But the question is which one. I think we take the railway throughput. And that'll allow us to have more transportation sooner, which we can flip our buildings onto, reducing the labor costs. Mortality up. Or decree cost down. Wait. Oh, that just helps the industrialists. Are the industrialists important for passing this law? They are. So if I help the industrialists, will that help me pass the serfdom abolishment thing? Maybe? I'm gonna do the mortality. 2 years. I know that only makes the industrialists like me more, doesn't it? That doesn't give them more. This is to do a clout. Yes. And that is the share of the political strength. I mean, if I'm producing all these railways, surely that should give them some more political strength as well, which will help push this through. Is there any reasonably large group in the government that I could put in power to help push this through? That I can then retract later. Intelligentsia is probably the biggest one. Take the Shogunate out. That ends really poorly. The intelligentsia in. That's probably going to help me pass the law. It's going to hurt my clout. What does clout actually do? Legitimacy. It takes longer to elect laws. We do need to get the cost of fabric down. We'll finish building what we're building first, then we'll look at that. Hurt the peasants or hurt the industrialists? I'll hurt the peasants. Because we need the industrialists to be as strong as possible to push this through. Oh yeah, this is because you have horrible devastation. That'll fix itself over time. Move up to speed 4. Wait for the famine to expire or raise the standard of living in your nation by 3 points. That's a lot easier said than done. We could have a go, maybe. How is transportation now? We actually have a bit of extra transportation. Can we come to these? I don't think we use it here, do we? Urban centers, public trams? There's a thing we can do there. We're not going to do that one. Lead mines. Lead mines can use railways, sulfur mines could. Probably can't get away with doing it for everyone. Unbalanced trade. The famine in Kyushu has sparked criticism of the shogunate's economic policy and mercantilism with its focus on export-heavy trade. We can hurt the shogunate, that'd be good. I don't want radicals. Imports per trade level, exports per trade level, authority. That's going to push my authority down. But that hurts the shogunate a bit. What does that do? Opposition interest group approval. I apparently now have something to do with frigates. What do we need more of? Ah, I'm losing money again. Did that hurt some of my trade routes? Probably. I still spend a lot of money on tobacco. I could probably push the price of tobacco down by doing this, right? Or does that just make it more profitable? That doesn't actually produce more, does it? So it won't push the cost down. Maybe look at taxes on each of my trade routes. Can we not move about while I'm looking at you? Insufficient agriculture. Ooh, migration attraction up there would be good. Yes, no, migration attraction, please. Can I find like my largest trade routes easily? Which ones actually matter? Mechanized workshops. Let's have a look. Tools, fabric, dye makes more clothes. Tools means less laborers. Tools, fabric, wood makes more furniture. That actually sounds like a great thing for us. Economic of scale. Okay, yeah, so if I have higher level buildings, the throughput gets higher. Let's have a look at our buildings then. So textile mills and furniture manufactories are what we need to look at. There's a small improvement there. That is going to spike the price of some things. But it'll mean it'll push the price of clothes down, which is going to make people happy. And it's not a loss, so I think that's actually a good thing. We'll just need to fix the cost of some of the things involved. Going to spike the price of tools, but again, it's going to make us more money. That's going to make us more money, and we'll reduce the price of furniture, but only a bit actually in that case. Cool. I think that's overall positive for us. We've almost finished building all our railways. How has that affected our market? Engines. Engines are a little bit expensive. That's going to keep going up because the demand for them is going to keep going up because we haven't quite finished building them, and I don't imagine all the buildings are fully employed yet. Coal. Yeah, we definitely need more coal. We definitely need a lot more tools now. And dyes. The dyes and the lead are both very expensive. We could probably fix them relatively easily, though. We also need fabric to be cheaper. Oh yeah, fabric won't show on here, will it? Is it being consumed by pops? Pops do consume fabric, so having that down would help. Let's slow it down again. We just have one more. Oh, apparently Qing's decided it's going to import our coal, so coal's going to go up in price again, despite me having just tried to push it down. I think we should probably go ahead and try to fix a few of these things. Before we do that, let's look at our buildings, where we stand, if we can push any of them further up. I don't think we can. That's way too much. I should have more transportation now, so yes, we can save some money in some places by using transportation. Dye is something that's an issue, so I'm going to do that. Fruit. So our farms, maybe. Yeah, let's look at our farms. Can I don't think I can use transportation to help the farms at all, looks like. Leave them alone for now then. We can definitely help the mines a bit. That's probably worth doing. That's going to push the cost of transportation up a lot. How much do I need wood? Wood not on here? Wood must be a staple good. Wood's not too expensive. Fabric is worse. We're going to need to build livestock ranches for that, I think. We're definitely going to need more iron going forward. So I'm going to change iron, wait a bit, and see how that affects it. And I'd like to push the cost of fabric down. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can do with that. I think we mainly just need fabric, don't we? So I think the cotton plantations are probably better for us. We don't have any right now. Infrastructure is now no longer as big an issue, so we should just build them where we have a lot of arable land, I think, and population to work. Each one of these is going to produce us 40 fabric. We are in a deficit of about 500, so we need like 10. They are relatively not cheap, cheap and quick to build though. So I'm going to go ahead and stick a whole 10 here. Am I going to do that all at once though? I think the answer has to be no, because it's going to eat into our budget too much. Game got a bit stuck. Oh yeah, of course it's going to jump me up to the top each time I click this. That's so annoying. Yeah, I think we need to not build too much at a time at the moment. Hurt the Shogunate a bit more? Sure. Is there a tax I can remove to fix the authority? I don't like having negative authority. Does it tell me how much each of these make? Luxury furniture we only added recently. We can get rid of that. And then the next one that makes us the least is liquor. So we'll get rid of the liquor tax as well. We're still in the positive, and now we have positive authority again. Undeserved blame. Less authority, lower standard of living. No, less authority. We need to get the standard of living up. Having more fabric will help with that. Cotton plantations are here. Let's get another one of them going. We're still in the green then. Can I go ahead and switch back to this? I don't know if that'll affect things very much. Another one going. Get the cost of that fabric down. We haven't completed branching out yet. We don't have enough of our things using... Why can't I hover over it? There we go, got it. We need to replace more of the laborers with rail transportation. We finally abolished serfdom. Hip hip hooray. Serfdom is gone. Excellent. Okay, so that's going to piss off a bunch of people. Well, mostly the shogunate and the samurai. Gonna make everyone else happy. Unlocks multiple new production methods. Nice. Okay, now let's go back to our laws. Who am I going to piss off next? Now I can change this. This. I'm pretty sure it was that stopping me changing this, right? Having a look through what else we got. I'd really like to teach people. Maybe I'd push schools through later, but we need to get off of this. This will help the taxation capacity as well. And it'll allow me access to the investment pool so we can build more faster. Now, aristocrats surely make up more of my population, right? They have most of the political strength, that's for sure. There should be one that shows how much of the wealth is held by certain pops. Aristocrats are dark blue, though. They're there. So there are a lot of aristocrats. And they're part of the upper strata, so they should be fairly rich. So I definitely want to be having them invest in the investment pool, I think. So that is this one. Gets 5% of their wealth contributed. I mean, they'll contribute a lot more on this one. But then I can only use it to build agriculture, plantations, ranches, and infrastructure. Whereas ideally I want to use the investment pool for building all the other things as well. I mean, we could build a lot of farms. If we push the price of all farming materials down, that would be good. So we could have this as a halfway gap. We're going to... This is actually easier to push... No, it's 14% chance either way. Laissez-faire is better at the end, I think. I think this one is better for us in the medium term. Is there anything better I could be doing with the law? Better taxation would be good. Can't do that right now. Probably because of the traditional economy, right? I think that's what that said. So many things that need fixing later. That's gotta be it, right? There isn't something better we can do than allowing access to the investment pool, which currently has 2 million in it. What's our current debt? Our credit is 4 million, so that's the equivalent of us paying off half of our debt if we can get access to it. There'll also be a lot more being contributed to it, I believe. Ooh, no, not that one. And just any of these that aren't traditionalism is good, because it also fixes that taxation capacity. I want to be able to invest in more than just the farms, so I'm going to go with this one and hope we can push it through. The Shogunate is not happy with me right now, which is understandable, really. The industrialists are very happy, though. What negative thing is this causing? Lower tax income. Okay, that's fine. Military goods costs, that's also fine. We will continue with what we were doing. Revolution? No. No. Honorable restoration. What is this? Will complete if. I mean, they're not powerful. They are powerful? I don't know what this does. The Shogunate has ruled over an isolated and stagnant Japan for centuries. If we wish to have a place in a rapidly modernizing world, we must restore power to the rightful emperor. Oh yeah, because the emperor and the shogun are different. The shogun is basically in charge of the military, originally maybe was? I don't know. I don't know what this word means, which is really unhelpful here. Revolution. There are interest groups actually trying to overthrow the government. They want to restore serfdom. This isn't good. How do I stop revolutions? Mostly because the shogun's too powerful and he's angry, right? The only thing I can realistically do about that. Oh god, look at the low. Why is the shogun not part of the government? If I bring him in, is that going to help at all? Oh, they've left because they're insurrectionary. Can I bring in other people? No. Bringing in other people does not fix my stuff. Are we going to have a revolution? How large is our army? I'm just wondering about how much of the army they're going to take with them. Why are there 4 conscripts up? They've raised them. Ugh. 105. That shows they're going to take 50, 65, 75, 80. That sounds like too many. That's too many. What can I do about this? Do I lose the game if I lose a revolution? Or do I continue playing as the side that won either way? Why can't I hover over it? That's annoying. There we go. Okay, that's just a base of 10. Mostly just because of angry interest groups. If I say I'm going to restore it, what happens? So they want serfdom. I say I'm going to restore it. Are they going to change their mind? Does this continue to get worse? Do I have to actually enact it? Are they happy now, or are they still pissed off? They are happy now. What if I then change my mind? Are they pissed off again now? Was it minus 10 before? I thought it was minus 20 before. Can I just like mess with this by constantly clicking on? No, because it's plus 10 and then it's minus 1, isn't it? I'm kind of interested to see what will happen, but I think I'm going to lose. I mean, going against the Shogunate and the Samurai seems like a poor idea. Do I need to put Serfdom back? Is that what's going to happen here? It's definitely going to be enacted if we continue it. I'm just pissing off everybody now by flip-flopping between the two, right? The problem is serfdom greatly increases the shogunate's strength, right? Yeah, their political strength. What I need to do is decrease their clout. The clout has slowly decreased over time. Where does it come from? How do I determine what makes up their clout? Interest groups share the total political strength that pops across the country generate. Clout is the final word on how influential a group is and affects everything from legitimacy. Blah, 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 blah. Not helpful. Political strength from wealth. How is that leader 91? How's he still alive? They really want protectionism. They're placated because I'm trying to enact it. Am I going to have to put it back? Meanwhile, our construction industry is not doing anything and the economy is stagnant, so we should probably look at that. Our legitimacy is low because the Shogunate decided they don't want to be part of it anymore. Do I lose my army though? When it says like 80 are gonna leave me here, 80 soldiers. Is that 80 of the main army, or is that of the, what do you call it, conscripts? Gotta be 80 of the main army, right? Okay, what does the market actually need doing with it? I was just building more fabric, wasn't I? Because fabric is expensive. We also need more dye. Build more dye, make some profit on that. Slam 2 of them down. Makes sure we're doing something. Look at that balance sheet. Isn't that beautiful? As I continue the game, obviously the Shogunate is going to continue to lose some of its support, right, from industrialization, because more people will go over to like the trade unions and the industrialists. So should I just put serfdom back now and then like repeal it again later? Is that the best way to go here? Problem is it really slows down me being able to pass over laws. That was the problem. Or do I just have a revolution? I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose. That's the real problem here. I have no idea what the best move here is. It's the first time I've come across this. Anyway, I think that's a good place to end it. Unfortunately, it looks like we may have to bring the serfs back. But with time, we should be able to reduce the influence of the Shogunate And the samurai. They're part of this as well. And then we should be able to actually get rid of it again. I don't know what laws it's going to mess up if we... I mean, there's other things as well. Like, maybe doing... that's only because they're not part of the government. And I need them to not be powerful before I can do that. That triggers Winds of Change. I'm wondering if Winds of Change might be helpful for getting the Shogunate out. I think we're going to have to put the Serfdom back. And then we will try and industrialize. And we'll see what comes of that. I wonder what our highest urban center is. If it's nearly 10, we might be able to just push for this. Buildings, urban centers are at the bottom. You know what? We have quite a few that are close. You get urban centers from building up urban buildings in states, right? So we put a few more urban buildings in some states that don't have so many. We might be able to push for Winds of Change. I might look at what that does. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And we will see each other next time, hopefully. Until then, have a very nice day. Bye-bye.